All right, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I want to start off by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakat Kwadash, Lawulam Yum. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, the ones out there who are doing this work diligently and chiefly keeping the faith, making your calling and your election sure. I'm going to get right into it. The title of this one is called Don't Let Them Win. And the Spirit just jumped on me to do this particular video to exhort brothers and sisters who are out there in this faith. This video is to exhort you to not let the world win. Don't let the people who are against the Lord win. Don't let the demons win who are trying to, get you up out this truth. You got to stay the course and hold on to this truth, man, because really this is all we got. We got nothing else. When we go through things in this life, man, it's all a trial. It's all a temptation for your faith to see what type of man or woman you are. The Lord don't give us nothing that we can't overcome. So it's like a constant trial, a constant test to see if you utilize the Spirit. You cannot let them win. This is what I tell myself too as well, like on a day-to-day basis. You can't let the demons win. You can't let, the world win. You can't let Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah down. Demons like to come to you, right? And they like to be convincing, but we don't let them. We don't let them convince us to turn against the Lord, right? We hold on to the truth, and we fight against those demons, man. The best way we can. But you got some people who let the demons just win. There's no fight whatsoever. They're adequate vessels for demon possession. But those who are in this truth, in truth and sincerity, you're fighting demons. You're fighting this world. You're fighting what the scriptures say. You're combating the rudiments of this world. You're combating the traditions of this world, and you're holding on to the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. You see, you cannot let your flesh win. You cannot let the demons win. You cannot let the people on this earth win. If you let them do, ultimately you wasn't part of the elect. Ultimately you was a part of the elect. Hey, shalom, shalom to everybody who's watching in truth and sincerity. Hey, man, when you go through things in this life, the Lord will force you to go to Him. The Lord will force you to pray to Him. If sometimes it just get bad to the point where it gets dark in this walk, man, you gotta turn to the Lord. And really, that's what He wants you to do. I was just talking to Elder Thamyadia out here in Cleveland, and he made a beautiful point. I made a statement. I was like, in this walk, man, you start talking to the Lord, it'll get dark in your life. Going through different trials and tribulations and trying to stay within the truth, fighting demons, and being forsaken by your family, being neglected by family, friends, and family turn their backs on you. You come into this truth, you believe on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Wives and husbands turn their backs on you. If you're a woman, you got a husband. If you're a man, you got a wife. They'll turn their back on you. Children don't want to listen, man. It gets dark, man. All right, you got financial responsibilities. The jobs are not paying, but cost of living is going up. You got jobs still paying $14, $15 an hour. You know what I'm saying? And we in 2026. There's a lot of things that comes upon an individual in this world, and if you focus on those things of the world too much, you'll take yourself out. I seen somebody on social media, I read about on social media, the guy, he took out his whole entire family because of financial issues. Like, you got that going on around the world, man. That's why the title of this one is You Cannot Let Them Win, man. You cannot let intrusive thoughts win to the point where now you're thinking that you got to take out your whole entire family because of money, because of finances. People are doing that, man. Murder, suicide, taking each other out, taking their spouses out, all because of a greenback, all because of money that's not even backed by gold, man. You know, you cannot let the situation that you go through in your life dictate what type of man or woman you are. No, you got to have the truth. The truth got to be your guideline. The scriptures got to be your guideline. You cannot let each situation that come upon your life dictate how you move and how you make decisions, man. You know? All right? People are taking each other out, man. You got to understand, man, it's a lot of demon possession going on out here. And if you're not careful enough, you're going to be caught up in it, man. Wives taking out husbands, husbands taking out wives, mothers taking out children, children taking out parents. I just seen an account, a little kid shot his dad in the head because he took his Nintendo video game. So he went and got the gun and shot his dad in the head, man. I just told you about this dude out there down south. He ended up taking out himself and his entire family. I think he had it was like a family of 7, 8. He took out the little kids. He took out his wife. You know, all because of financial issues, man. You cannot let these situations win. No matter what situation come upon you, you have to understand that the Lord did not put something on your plate that you cannot handle, that you cannot overcome, that you cannot beat. You know. All right, there's no battle that you cannot overcome. If you have the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua with you, if you believe in the Lord, man, you can overcome any and every battle that approach you, man. You know, any and every battle that come upon you, man. You see? Real talk, man. This is what they did. You cannot fall susceptible to the temptation. And I'm speaking for myself too as well, man. We are all, we are all vessels that's being tried, that's being tempted on this earth. And you got some who are passing temptations. You got some who are passing and overcoming battles. But then you got others who are succumbing to those battles, man. You know? You just had a woman, they said she had a mental breakdown. She drove into traffic doing 130 miles an hour, killed 6 people. You see? When people, hey, you just had another guy out in New York. He was taking the train home. A random person pulled out a knife and stabbed him. He ended up dying. Hey, man, this world is dark, man. Okay? And if you don't have no hedge around you, if you don't have no protection from the Lord around you, you're going to get destroyed. You're going to get caught out there in that destruction, man. You know? But the scriptures let us know that, we don't have to fear these things on this earth. We don't have to fear the teeth of wild beasts. We don't have to fear nothing but the Lord. If we fear the Lord, we have a sense of invincibility. We know that nothing is going to happen to us unless the Lord sanction it. See, you people got to get your faith together, man. All right? The Lord is bound by his word. We was just going over that tonight. So the Lord is our strength. The Lord is our salvation. The Lord is the one who keeps us protected day by day from the things, that takes place in this world, man. Somebody dying every 9 seconds, But it's not gonna be no long video or nothing, The point is, don't let them win. Hey, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, utilize the scriptures, utilize the truth to keep fighting, to keep overcoming, to keep fighting the temptations, to keep fighting the demons, Hey, man, I'm not perfect, I want to be made perfect in the new covenant, but I go through things, I fight, I fight demons that like to try me, I got this truth, so I have no choice but to fight. I have no choice but to swing, man. When you have this truth, you either gonna do one or two things. You're gonna give up or you're gonna keep going. It's just that simple, man. And while you're going, you're gonna have the thoughts, you're gonna have the demons trying you, telling you to give up. And you can't let that happen, man. You're either gonna give up or you're gonna keep going. You see? There's no in between, man. You know? And while you're, like I said before, while you're moving forward, you're gonna have the demons that telling you to stop. You're gonna have the voices in your head telling you to stop, telling you to get away from brothers, telling you to get away from the Lord. And you gotta fight that, man. You know? You gotta fight any temptations that try to take you away from the Lord. Read Romans chapter 8, man. Nothing shall separate me from the Lord. If you're part of the elect, if I'm part of the elect, nothing is going to separate me from the love of the Father. Nothing is going to separate me from the love of Yahweh Shai. Nothing, man. You're not going to let nothing take you away from this truth. You're not going to let nothing take you away from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know? Not yourself, not demons, not your woman, not your kids, you know, not your job, you know, not the temptations in this life. Nothing is going to take you from the Lord, man. Nothing is going to win against you in your relationship with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yeah, it's going to get tough. Yeah, it's going to get dark. Yeah, the trials are going to get heavy. But guess what? You are equipped to overcome those battles. The Lord has equipped us to overcome every battle that come upon us, man. You just got to have that faith. You got to hold on to the things that you have. And I'm speaking to myself too, man. I'm not just speaking to those who are listening, you know, on YouTube, man. I'm speaking for myself too as well, because I'm not gonna lie, man. You know, it's this walk is a very trying walk, and it's gonna try your patience. It's gonna try your faith. It's gonna test your mettle to see what you're made of. I know it's doing that to me, you know, and I just hope and pray that I endure to the end. I hope and pray that I'm part of the elect, you know. I hope and pray that I utilize Yahweh Shai all the way up until the end, man. Because I got nothing else, you know. I got nothing else. So hopefully this was edifying. I'm going to end it by giving